Hello Kickstarter backers, this is Alan, and today we're doing an unboxing of Entropy. So first up, this is the press version. This is actually the initial version of Entropy. We have a updated version of the press that we're still waiting, and it's coming through in the mail, and we should have that next week. But I couldn't wait and wanted to show you guys the game. So this is really, I'd say 95% there, really. There are some very, very minor changes that we're making. As an example, we've brightened the box and a few other areas of the game up by a few percentage, a few shades of brightness, just to sort of make sure that the details of the box art actually comes through more. We've also changed from if I quickly just focus on this, changed the linen finish on this to a matte. Then the reason is because we wanted the spot gloss to actually come through on the logos, on the sides, on the back, and we think that it's going to overall provide with a much more elegant looking box with a nicer feel, we think. So let's get into it. So place that there. This is the rulebook. The other thing that we're doing is that we think that the rulebook design actually came through. The print came out fantastic, but we're actually going to up the thickness of the rulebook and make it feel even better than sort of how it feels currently. And this is, I'll be honest, this is something that I would say that it's good to go to retail or to you guys, but really wanted to just make that extra effort into making this fantastic for you. So yeah, we're going, I think, from, and don't quote me, I don't have the information on hand, I think we're going from like 115 GSM to like 120 or 130 GSM, so we're just sort of just going one grade thicker than what we've got currently. So we've got the fold-out poster, so I'll just go through and show you that. Yeah, it turned out really well. Really happy with this, and we managed to fit everyone's name in the back of this poster, which was an interesting feat that I had to try and find the right font that was both legible and also able to squeeze in a tight space. So it turns out it's unfortunately it's not really focusing, but yeah, it's quite legible in fact. And this is just a wall of, look at all these amazing backers. You guys rock, like truly rock. So that's really cool. So here we have the poster. And we've got the player mat. So this is the stretch goal, sort of the unique design on the back. Let me focus. Again, we decided to go with a matte back sort of texture rather than this sort of linen feel. The spot UV on this one clashes really badly for the with a linen. I know that some sort of more veteran game designers will say that, well, or graphic designers will say that, yeah, you should have known this, but we did. I think that we were also a little bit overly enthusiastic as to sort of adding print posters in the behind, and not really putting enough thought as to whether or not adding these processes actually made sense. But it's going to go with a matte laminate sort of design. I think it's going to turn out fantastic then. Otherwise, the build construction quality, the build, it's fantastic. It's nice thick board as you wanted. Into the main event, thermoformed plastic insert. This is something that we were adamant that we wanted, rather than go with a paper insert. I know that it's more expensive, but you guys has made this thing fantastic and had given us such a good response for this campaign, and the only thing we can reciprocate is to make sure that we do the best we can, and we think that going thermoform plastic is the right way to go. There's some really nice design sort of considerations. So obviously you can see that it has a sort of thumb indentation, so it's easy to pick the cards out. So we thought that was really important. These are the chromatic cards, but I'll show that later. I'll show you the sort of the card that we've got, but they're just absolutely fantastic. We're super happy with it. So I'll just pick a card as an example and sort of show you the details of it. So over here you can see that it's linen. It's got incredibly good snap. One of the things that we never mentioned was the actual cardstock that we're using, and this is a French imported 310 GSM black core. So the nice thing about the black core is that you really cannot sort of it's a complete blockout. So I'm just gonna quickly grab something and show you guys what I mean by black core. Generally speaking, when you have cards that are not using any of the core stock or is a white core over any other cards, if you shine a light through it, you can actually see sort of your fingers or your light. But this is, I guess, putting light, you just can't see through it. It's complete blockout, and that's sort of one of those sort of key sort of strength of black core. The other thing is that core stocks are really good with sort of snapping, and that sort of fantastic snap to the cards. So what you're used to from professional grade game sort of playing cards, and I myself I like to just to show you, I like to do some I play a lot of cards, and yeah, they sort of hold form really well, and it's fantastic. It's I'm really happy with it. So different shuffle styles will work. I'm trying to do this through behind the camera, so it's a little awkward for me. Indian style shufflings does really well. I'm not going to try and fan it. I don't think it's actually can't really see it, but okay. Well, anyway, really good card quality. Really happy with this. Now, the Kickstarter backer exclusive, the chromatic sort of foiled cards turned out fantastically well. My lighting condition's not great, but I think it should be able to see the reflections. There we go. And I think it sort of just made this just really awesome. So yeah, really happy with the result of this. Let's see. I'm sure you'll agree when you get your copy of the game. So the other question is, so sleeving, right? We like to sleeve games. So let's have a look at what that looks like. Luckily, we've prepared one earlier, so let's have a look. Sleeved, fantastic. It sort of we designed it so that it was very specific, that you can hold just enough everything so just to sort of sits in there. Again, very easy to take all the sleeves cards out, and you can do your weave shuffling with sleeves, which is a much better sort of shuffling technique to try and sort of weave all the cards around. Obviously, you don't weave the Ashen cards, but just showing. So yeah, we're super happy with everything. I think this, we can't wait for you guys to get your hands on the game. And that's all from me. One more thing. Next week, we'll do another video, and we will do a video of Ninja Dojo Fight, as well as the Kickstarter exclusive Anchor token. It's coming through the mail, and we're hoping that we'll have it by next week. It's going to be a bit of a tight schedule, but I'm hoping that it's going to happen. So watch out for next week's update. See you guys.